now, please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the Recurve mixed team bronze medal match.
反曲弓混合团体铜牌决赛，欢迎运动员入场。
Time now for the Recurve mixed team bronze medal match. Our first non-Asian team appearing here on Recurve Sunday. Indonesia taking on Türkiye. Let's go down to the shooting line to introduce the athletes for this contest.
On target number 1, representing Indonesia.
1号靶位，印度尼西亚。
Diananda Koirunisa. Alvianto Bagas Prastiari. On target number 2, representing Türkiye.
2号靶，土耳其队。
Fatma Marasli. Mete Gazos. The line judge for this matchup is
起射线裁判
Shannon Russell Kyan. Well, the third time
So the contenders for the bronze medal in the Recurve mixed team, Indonesia, they line up with Diananda Koirunisa and Alvianto Prastiari, 26 and 21 years old. Türkiye have Fatma Marasli and Mete Gazos, the Olympic champion, in their lineup, and right on cue you see Mete Gazos' Olympic ring. Interesting lineup for Türkiye. Gazos with his experience as Olympic champion, lining up with someone who is going for their first ever senior medal, 19-year-old Fatma Marasli. It will, though, be Indonesia to start the match off. Diananda Koirunisa shooting the very first arrow of this bronze medal match.
8.
So another one that goes to the left, which is something we've seen in the last matches as well. A lot of arrows going out to the left. And I wonder if the teams from now on will try to see that information, take it to their own match and adjust their sight beforehand.
Big moment here for Marasli.
9.
9.
She looked a little shaky there.
Yeah, can you blame her? I mean, she is on a finals venue for the first time, shooting with the Olympic champion. I don't know if that gives you more nerves or if that takes away some nerves, but in any case, I don't blame her for looking a little bit flustered.
Both Türkiye athletes adjusting their sights, as Chef mentioned, drifting off to the left.
That one is also on the left, but I feel like she saw that one coming. A really long hold, not the cleanest of releases, and yeah, she tried to adjust with her bow arm, but couldn't quite get it there.
10.
Solid start from Prastiari, his second 10 of the match.
I mean, she is a bit shaky, but it looks very good for the rest. He has a really nice and simple technique.
9.
Well, those two nines mean a tied score of 35 apiece in the first set, and they share the set points. So we see here Fatma Marasli clearly, nervous for good reason. Her first attempt at a senior medal here in Shanghai. but as you say, looking relatively comfortable. Those nerves aside.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to shake a little bit as long as you can acknowledge yourself that you're a bit nervous, and you can still try to shoot the best shots that you can.
With Indonesia, you feel that Prastyandi has started well, 210s obviously, very good, but he's in the middle of the target, what that means. And you've got Diananda Choironisa both going off to the left. So if she corrects that, Indonesia might fancy to be the favourites here.
Yeah, if she can get that group into the middle and Prastyandi can keep shooting 10s like this, then yeah, they will be the favorites.
Indonesia will shoot first on target 1.
So all square after the first set of this bronze medal match in the recurve mixed team competition. Indonesia versus Turkey. And with the scores level, Indonesia will shoot first again in set number 2.
So still, it's not a bad group, but apparently it's difficult for her to adjust to either the circumstances or maybe she's a bit nervous. And I've had competitions myself where I was afraid to move my side too much because I didn't know if I was just shooting bad shots or if the side was wrong. So I can kind of relate, but from where we're sitting, it's very easy to say just adjust your side because the group is good.
Six.
So that 6 is maybe not favorable, but if Mete can put this in the 10, they still gain the lead.
Must have heard you. But still finely balanced.
And I want to say it's something that you can kind of expect from Mete, but we haven't seen the 2019-2021 Mete just yet this season. I feel like he's a bit more unpredictable and not as solid, not as well, incredibly good as he was in those 2 years.
Important arrow here. Big burden on the shoulders of this 19-year-old. Breathing room for the Olympic champion, Mete Gazos. Can he secure the points in the second set?
It's a nice shot there with limited time. I feel like we're, for the first time today, seeing a little bit of wind on the archers. We haven't seen that before today, so you could just see the shirt of Mete wave a bit around.
Well, look at the coach. Very calmly talking through the instructions that he wants to give to Fatma Marasli, just trying to alleviate the pressure from her. Another 35 from Turkey in this occasion, enough to take the points in the second set, despite the 6 from Marasli with her first arrow. So you mentioned Gazos and the form that he was in those the strange build-up to the Tokyo Olympic Games. But when you reach that high of becoming the Olympic champion, is it almost expected there'll be a sort of, in inverted commas, a bit of a hangover?
I guess. I don't know, because I've never become Olympic champion. But
don't worry, me neither.
But yeah, but maybe that's to be expected. But I feel like Mete is the type of guy that think like, okay, that was number 1, and he wants to, you know, make a collection of Olympic medals rather than sticking with this one. Because on the other hand, there's also people that say, I just want to be an Olympic champion, and then after that, my job is done.
Yeah, doing it so young, well, that wasn't what we expected from Mete Gazos at any point. Diananda Choronisa starting set number 3. Well, they have to get back into this one straight away, you feel.
Yeah, Prasyadi has shot actually quite well so far. Had 1 arrow straight out of the goal, if I remember correctly, and the rest is all really good. So it's good to have that anchor in the team to still get some high scores in. Yeah, he knew that was going to go left. He nods his head to his coach, saying, "Okay, that makes sense. That it's a 9." Same goes for that one. She's obviously disappointed with that because it's not what they need at this point in the match, but it's not a surprise that that one strays to the left.
Good finish though. Prasyadi completing a 34, 38 available for Turkey, and again the pressure you can feel on Marasli here.
So anything within the 7 will do it for Mete.
Finishes with a 10, following his teammate, and a high 5 between them. A 38 out of a potential 40, their highest score of the match in a set so far, and they have taken the bronze medal here in Shanghai. Turkey with Fatma Marasli and Mete Gazos winning 5-1 against Indonesia.